Guys, thank you for tuning in. Welcome back. You did ask for more consistency, and we're going to
deliver that.
We're going to try and deliver that. Whenever I'm introducing, you obviously know that.
To the left of me.
He's what was it? Episode 3, and he's already pulled a sickie. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But thank you for joining us. Westside, what's going on?
Well, alhamdulillah, man. Tamam, all good. Can't complain.
Obviously, showing off his new kicks again. Have a quick. I wish we could zoom in on that one. Like just every week. Do you know what I'm gonna try and do? I'm gonna get. We're gonna zoom in every day on every episode.
I don't need that pressure, bro.
Nah, come on, bro.
Because that means every single episode you're gonna have to come correct. You have to come correct, bro. You can't flop.
I'm gonna take my shoes off next episode. Just socks only.
Sandals.
Nah, not even sandals, just socks. You lot are getting onto me for my footwear.
But even your socks, they're gonna say, "Oh, I've been wearing white socks for time now." Where's the colour socks?
Fresh socks. There'll be fresh socks.
Say nothing.
Yeah, can't do that. But
okay,
yeah,
Izzy, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, bro. Can't complain.
Alhamdulillah.
Another day in paradise.
What about you, big man?
I'm alright, bro. Thank you for asking, man. This is the first time anyone's ever asked me. You know that?
No, it's not the
Wallahi
first time.
Is the first time.
Don't say wallahi
is the first time. Go back.
Do
on
we need
every
to get the
episode.
wallahi count back up?
No, we don't need to do that.
Okay.
Go back on every episode. No one's ever asked
You might be
me
right,
how I
you know.
am.
I'm trying to actually think.
Thank you. I genuinely mean I'm genuine when I say thank you.
Okay,
Thank you
no
for
worries.
asking me, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
So how are you?
I'm well, thank you. I can't complain.
How's your week been? Tell the people, man. Look at
I never look at the. You know, I never look at.
I know. Even like when you're doing the intro, I'm looking at you. It's like, guys, welcome back, and they're like, look, it's looking elsewhere.
Oh fucking
brother, it's not interview,
I don't
bro.
think I could ever look at that camera. Wallahi.
It's right there,
Occasionally,
bro. It's right there.
Don't put pressure on me right now. You're making me nervous.
And this brother wants to do a live show.
I'm a wallahi.
To be fair, you don't want to do a live show.
He's the only one that don't want to do it.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
Guys, he's the only one that don't want to do a live show.
Let him know.
I'm not on it. That day, I think I'd
Tell them why you don't want to do a live
I'd have a
show.
heart attack, bro. I'd have a fucking panic attack.
Be on stage and have you ever been on stage before and done anything?
No.
Even in school and stuff.
No, yeah.
School
I
plays
think
and
school plays and that. Yeah, when you're, but that's when I'm in.
Who did you play?
play?
What play was it? First of all,
I can't remember. But I remember we sang "I Believe I Can Fly." That's the only thing I remember.
I remember.
And I sang the beat. You know, it says "Woo." I was the guy that said "Woo."
Hey, were you torn back then as well?
Nah, I shut up in year 11.
I was gonna say, did they ask you to play a tree?
I would have. I would have. Wallah, I would have.
That's just a tree,
I shut up in year 11. Year 11, I shut up. Before that, I was short and stumpy.
You remember your lines though?
Yeah.
Woo!
Woo! Do you know that bit in the song where it says, I was like, woo!
That's the easiest part.
Hey, was you nervous coming up to it? Were you thinking I got to nail it?
Because I'm just saying, woo! And everyone started giggling. I felt like the man. So I was just like, woo!
You want to nail it, innit? It's your one line. Like, you need to get it right.
I remember
the timing was essential.
I remember I performed with someone else. I can't remember. I think it was like 5 or something. Do you remember that song Shaggy Angel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
even like the whole the bit.
Shaggy's bit.
Yeah, Shaggy's bit. That was my bit.
Life is one big party
When you're still here, and who's gonna have your back when it's all gone? It's all good when you're pretty happy or fun. Can't be a fool, son. What am I doing?
My guy, West,
I remember that.
I'm surprised you even remember the lyrics, bro.
So don't say I don't have culture in it.
I'm surprised, bro.
on.
And then he got deported to Somalia.
And then they said, I think my dad must have been there in the back. It's like,
That might be the
this
reason.
guy,
Shaggy, yeah.
this guy is singing Shaggy. Yeah. Mogadishu.
Yeah. What's my son on
Pack
right
your
now?
bags.
Alhamdulillah.
But yeah, no, I think the live shot, I think I'd actually have a panic attack. I don't know if I'd ever be ready for that.
But it's got to be done at some stage, man. We got obviously if the people want it, if they don't want it,
Wallahi, please don't want it. You don't want it. I don't want it. Don't want. We don't have to do it.
I don't want it.
Don't like it, like, bro. That day, I think I'd be a nervous wreck. I don't think I'd look up once.
Of course, I'd be nervous as well. I think we all would be.
no, naturally, innit? But I think the moment it starts, we'll all be good.
Yeah.
That's what I
that's
think.
just leading
up to it. Yeah, we're all gonna be like, what if? But I think the moment it actually kicks in, and you're on stage and you're whatever we're talking, it'll just be like.
I think it'll be the same as when we were starting this pod. Do you
Yeah.
remember how we were the first episode? Like we were just bare nervous. I was shouting cut.
Yeah.
By the way, like
every second, man used to say that.
you guys will never see it,
cut that.
but there would be times where we'll say something and I feel like, oh no, I said it the wrong way, and I'm like, cut. Like man's in Hollywood.
Steven Spielberg.
Team, like, someone's sitting there.
Man, Steven Spielberg.
Obviously, we were nervous, innit? And obviously, it's not easy to record. People think it's just you sit down and you talk, and we
It
naturally
is for the most part.
It is
but
for the
there
most
is-
part.
there's
But
gotta
when
be
there's
some
like a camera in front of you, you're conscious.
cohesion.
But like,
Yeah.
the more you do it, the more you kind of get used to it.
Facts.
But I think obviously live show will be nice to do. It's something out of our comfort zone.
Yeah.
Just gotta do.
I may be sick that day.
I'm not against it, but I'd only do it if they want to see it. Like I'm not even trying to do that so they say, oh, I want to see
course,
it.
yeah.
But
I'm
legit,
sick
I don't
that
really like. I think me and Sharp don't.
Well, like, me and you are not on it.
Yeah, no.
Me, I'm the least on it.
Yeah, I
out of
wouldn't
all
even
of
say
us.
I'm not on it, but I'm not bothered if we don't do it, and I'm happy to do it if they want to see it as well. Like,
well,
I'm
even when
I'm
people are
easy
saying
going.
like on the Instagram and people feedback and say, "Oh, live show." I was, in
Yeah,
my head, I
someone
was
said it,
thinking, "Mm-mm."
A few people said it.
was
I
it?
said,
I didn't even check it. I'll be real. You man handled that social media accounts where
I
Shout
just,
to social media.
I just post on the story, bro. That's me. So
Yeah,
anytime
yeah.
you see anything on the story, just know I posted that.
Yeah,
Anything
say
else
that.
is I'm not involved.
So you're the one replying to the DMs and that, yeah?
I reply back to people. Yeah. I'll do that.
Come on.
Yeah. This guy's doing me.
You know?
nah, he won't be here much longer anyway. He's gonna go fight for the country. And
Oh, sir, yes, sir.
so yes, sir.
Aye, Captain.
I'm not on that one. Like,
Sharp on the
Reporting
front
to
line.
duty.
you see Boris Johnson come out and say that as well. Oh, I'm ready to fight for my country. Da, 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 da.
What you say? What do you man feel about that? Be real.
Me.
I'll never go, bro.
No, 100. I don't think
no,
any of us
I've
will
never
go.
gone,
But
bro. I'm
what's
not
your
on it.
actual feelings about it? Like, what would you?
I think no, I don't know, man. I feel like it's a bit crazy, but it just shows you like where things are in it in society. Ultimately, they ain't really got the reserves in the army, innit? So
But then
for
that
them to call on the public
Yeah.
to make it mandatory, it just shows you like.
But a lot of countries do
They
that.
can't-
That's what I'm saying. A
Yeah,
lot of
but some
countries do
still
that though. A lot of
South Korea
countries
do it.
Yeah.
Remember when
Yeah.
Son had to go?
Yeah.
He couldn't play in the Premier League because he had to go back. But
do his
I don't think
service
he
or
went to war, but he did some sort of army
Yeah,
service.
he has to do
Yeah.
like training or something like
Yeah,
that.
some
so
countries still have.
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
but they
yeah.
can
Run
still
yeah.
call on him if they need him.
Oh,
think-
to go to
I
war
think-
if they went to war.
Yeah, he's obviously done the military training. I think that's what it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know, but they can
That's
still call him.
mental.
They can still call on him. I'm pretty sure.
Can you imagine if you ever get to a day and age where they're going to say, "Hey guys, come fight," and then you have to go? Wallahi, billahi, miss me. I'm not going. Wallahi. That day, I'll happily go back to Mogadishu, bro, with a smile on my face.
Yeah, go back to your country. All right. Yes,
Yeah, I'm done.
with
mate.
pleasure.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
But I don't think-
know.
But
I don't
then
think they
that
could ever do
shows
that.
you that no one's trying to join the army, regardless of background. Like even if you're English and you're born and bred here and you know your roots are from here, even they're not trying to
Even there's
enroll.
some English
'Cause
guys that are not ongoing.
that's what I'm saying.
on
Because
fire,
obviously, if they had enough people, they wouldn't rely on asking.
But also
for-
times
from-
times are different now. Back in the days, there weren't that much information, so you was obviously whenever you had to go fight for your country, you only had one source of information, which was TV or radio. Literally, so no one ever did research. There was
Yeah.
not much information about there, so everyone was patriotic to be
yeah.
like, "I'm going to fight for my country."
and also, you wouldn't even see what's happening.
You don't know what's happening
Now
in the
you
back
actually
doors.
see
Now you
videos
see
of
everything.
that
So
calls
people are more
where you're
aware
fighting
or clued
for.
on. Yeah. So now people are like, "Nah, we never asked for this war. I'm not going."
And it's true though.
Like, safe.
For
Why
the,
am I
for the
gonna
most
back you
part,
lot?
most people are not advocating for what's
Yeah.
going on. But obviously,
Actually, people are more patriotic back in the 60s and before that. That's when people are very patriotic. Now I don't think people are. But half the English people live abroad. They've made their money, and how many people just
yeah, it's
retire
true. Yeah,
abroad?
no, facts.
They
Yeah,
retire
yeah,
in
you got
Spain or in,
holiday
in
home
south
somewhere,
of
innit?
France.
Yeah.
Or where, them areas just go and disappear and be like, "Yeah, I'm out. I'm not living." In
I also
England
think that a lot of people are just not built for war. Really,
we're
truly.
not.
We're just
No one
not
is,
built
bro.
for. We're not built for
No,
war.
no, no. Listen, you have to be
Well,
real.
you have to be real with yourself.
The men were men back then. Now we are. We're all bad, bro. We're not
Bro,
on that,
I've
bro.
been paintballing and I'm not even on getting shot there.
Yeah. So man, you
You know
can't
what I'm
handle
saying? I'm
that.
gonna be real.
Crazy, innit?
Man's like, I'm getting involved, but I'm tactical. Like, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
just.
you're not trying to
I'm
get-
I'm not trying to capture the flag because I know you're the target.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
I hate
ain't been-
paintballing. Like,
Okay.
I've been a couple of times, but even sometimes when man them try to organize it, I'm the first to say I'm not on going because for me it's jarring. Running around in the woods and then your helmet starts to steam up and then you have to put your hand in your helmet, clean up the thing.
Yeah.
And then you're running around. I'm,
No,
too
I'm
big
on
and
it
clumsy
until
for
I
that,
get
man.
shot. Like the moment you feel
hurts,
that first,
man.
bro, it hurts, man.
Well, it hurts.
Bro,
And then
when
if I'm
you get
thinking
like-
that's a real bullet, I'm done.
You get shot in your hand, your legs.
Yeah, the
It's all
hand is the
painful.
worst.
But the first time, obviously, I went there, no layers, so it hurt. Second time I went there,
I
I
went
laid,
up, yeah,
I
yeah.
laid
The first time
the fuck
I
up.
made that same mistake as
I
well.
laid the fuck up.
It's just
double
jarring
socks,
running
everything.
around in the woods
Yeah.
and then you have to jump over the trees
That's
and
fun,
the
man.
branches and all this other dumb shit.
Headshots.
It's long,
fun.
bro, man.
No,
It's fun.
it is fun, but Yeah,
Maybe I'm
I'd
boring.
rather go
wallah,
karting.
but I'm also too big and clumsy for it. So for me, it's not fun.
Yeah, you
You're a
can't
big
hide.
target.
I can't hide. I
You're a
can't
big
hide. I
target.
stick out. I'm also just running around and it's just getting all muddy and that. It's just wallahi for me. It's just jarring.
Yeah,
So
but you have to
I'd
go in the
what-
like winter season. You can go summer. Obviously, it'll be hot, so maybe
I'm
you,
still not on it.
you
bro.
might not wear
Yeah,
layers.
wallahi,
but
miss me. I'm okay.
You're just not fun. And if it's not Whitney Houston, you're not fun.
No, I like a vibe, but I'm
Or
not
Ja
running
Rule.
around. I'm running around.
That's the next one.
Football is the only one for me. Other than that, don't ask me to run around.
Minus the penalties.
I got a colleague of mine. He like shout out my guy Richard and my guy, but he does like
Shout out
he
Richard.
joins running clubs.
Mm.
Like even goes to different countries to do marathons and jogs and that. And I say to him, bro, you couldn't pay me to go to a different country and
To
just
do
go for a
marathons?
run. Yeah.
It's not
He just
long.
joins random marathons and he goes for a run.
That's all right though. That's cool.
That's long.
Why?
That's just long.
But it's a hobby.
No, for him, for them. I'm sorry, for myself, from my aspect, I can't do it, bro.
But
I
hold
run
on.
is
You
on a
go to
football
other
pitch.
countries to play football.
Yeah, but that's why I said the
You
only
run
time I
around
run
for
is
90
football.
minutes.
But that's football. But ask me to just run, I'm not on it.
But he might find they might find the satisfaction in running.
Yeah, that's miss me with that. I'm alright. My guy Richard, I hope you enjoy it.
No,
but
I hear what you're saying.
it's long.
I get bored, but that's me. But then I also don't enjoy watching rugby, for example. I've never watched it in my life because I just think it's boring. But
Yeah.
how many rugby fans are there out there
there's
that'll tell you it's
shitloads.
one of the best
Shitloads,
games
yeah.
ever? But for me, I just look at it 30 seconds in, I say, I can't do it. A, I don't understand the rules, first of
Yeah.
all. B, I don't even want to try and learn it.
I don't
Like,
want to know.
cricket as well, that's another one I can't get
Me,
into.
NFL, I don't understand it. I think I was in your house the other day and your brother was watching.
Well, I don't watch it. I like the
I was
movies.
like, what?
Yeah,
But I
like
went
the
to a
movies and
live
that.
game though.
It's lit.
Bro,
I went to one as well, it's
atmosphere
lit.
was crazy.
Yeah, I heard the atmosphere.
Bro,
of
it's
the games
sick.
are
The
crazy.
Americans, everything for them is to production.
Atmosphere.
It's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
show.
yeah, yeah.
Everything's a show for them. So there's halftime shows.
It's a show.
And
Not
then
even
every time
that.
there's a
During the
timeout,
game,
there's stuff
something's
happening.
going on.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the game's happening, and then they're throwing t-shirts into the crowd. They're like the mascots
Really?
fighting
Yeah,
with each
wallah,
other. Like
they
something's going on.
actually do a lot, bro.
Yeah.
For them, everything's production and everything needs to be. You know how they are. Everything needs to be big and great and whatever, whatnot. So for them, it's all that. But I could NBA. I like.
That's another thing I've never got into.
I've tried to watch it a few times. I'm not really that into it. To be
I want to go to a live NBA game. So if I
Yeah.
ever go out to America,
I'm
or
not
Canada,
against going
try
to
and watch
live.
it, but I wouldn't.
live.
I've been to two. I'll take you, bro. Don't worry. Me and you will go.
My guy.
He's not invited though.
Yeah, saying that.
Yeah, he's boring, man.
Yeah.
He's dead energy.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I appreciate you though.
No worries, guys. If you want to come to an NBA game with me, let me know. That's fine. I'll find someone. No problem.
I actually felt bad the way you said it. Like his little
Me will
Puppy dog eyes.
bro.
It's fine.
I'm
my
sorry.
guy.
Nah, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm gonna make sure Rishi Sunak calls you lot first. Put you
Bro,
lot on the front line, bro.
I'm gonna answer it like a freshie. Hello, hello,
Not speaking English.
hello. I'm just gonna keep saying hello, shouting as well. No, you just keep shouting hello until he just hangs up. Bro, I'm not
That's
going,
a bad
bro.
thing, that's a
I'm
bad
built
thing,
for
I
it,
can't
bro.
lie to you.
I
That's a waste.
don't think anyone's going. Wallahi. But good luck to them.
But you got no choice. If it's mandatory, you gotta go.
Huh?
Hello. If it's mandatory, you gotta go.
Um,
There's not a choice.
When there's a will, there's a way.
Nah, you have to go. What are you gonna do?
That I'll be a
Would
chef.
you know? Well, jokes
No,
aside.
wallah, I'll be a chef.
What? No. What?
I'll be a chef.
You don't choose what you're gonna be.
I'm not fighting. I'm chefing.
Yeah, but you can't cook either.
Huh? Wallah, lad.
Them man, I
You're gonna
say.
make some butter beans.
Oh.
What is it? Butter, sugar,
I'm
and
gonna
beans.
fuel them up, bro. Ready to fight.
The soldiers are
I'm
fucking.
either gonna chef or I'm gonna be a nurse or something, or a doctor or something.
What if they start wilding out? Say we can't go to war on an empty stomach. This guy's dead. What if they start banning you up?
guy's
And
gonna
you're
go-
standing there with it.
Most probably, bro.
You're standing there trying to season the baked beans.
Don't beat me up, wallah.
He's
I'm
seasoning
not
the
going.
baked beans.
I'll either be a chef or a nurse or something else.
A nurse. What do you
But
know
you're
about
picking
being
things
a
that you
nurse?
don't have any experience
I
in,
got
bro.
first day training, bro.
Say nothing.
That doesn't qualify you to be a nurse,
I
man.
know a few things.
So how are you gonna deal with a gunshot wound? Go on, tell us, first aider.
Do you know what's bad? I won't panic. I'm trying to think of all the movies I watched. Yeah. I'm trying to think, how did they used to do
This
it
guy,
in the movies? Wallah?
He's gonna see someone with a gunshot wound. Yeah, you're dead.
I'm like, sorry, mate, I can't help you.
Sorry, I'm not trained for that one. Do you want,
God,
do you want any baked beans?
These times he's trying to patch up the wound with baked beans, man.
Hey, sharp, you know. You're a hazard.
You're a hazard.
You're a hazard. They can't take you after this.
Yeah, I hope not.
Nah, but seriously, if they make it mandatory, what are you guys gonna do?
Nah, there's a will, there's a way, bro.
I don't think in this day and age they're not gonna make it.
Yeah.
They can't. I'm sorry.
I don't think it will ever happen.
I don't think we'll ever get to that stage. In this day and age, I don't think they could ever make it mandatory. So I think for now we're safe.
It's easy to pass a law though to make it mandatory. It's not that hard.
Wallahi, if they do, then I'm not going.
Yeah, like, I don't know why we even.
Why did I even think about it? Why we even? I'm not going. Simple as.
Okay.
I find a flight to Mogadishu and I'm nice.
And that's it. You're permanently relocating.
Wallah, yeah. Bismillah.
Okay.
And then I'll go and check my guy in Arish. Come on, bro. He don't know where you live.
He
Wallah.
don't, yeah.
I know there's one big roundabout in Arish.
Come
Well,
on,
go
my guy.
And what else?
That's it.
And what else? There's something else.
I don't know.
Oh, that's all right.
What else is
let's
there?
crack on this.
Beach.
Bun him. Wallah, bun him.
Bro,
But
what you're wearing is perfect for the beach, bro. Them
Yeah.
3D printed.
Come on. Shout out Yeezy, my guy.
You were saying, sponsor me.
That's not coming.
It's not coming.
Yeah,
Of
that's
course
not
not.
coming.
Bro, I'm starting to doubt the bigger thing, bro.
Same way this ain't coming.
It's never coming. I've got more of a chance.
Nah, I think Bigger's, he's got more of a chance, surely.
Nah.
Eventually soon. Don't worry.
You know, it's because you don't give it no love. You don't go that, after you drink and that. You got to start.
We're gonna make one video on
Yeah.
TikTok of you drinking it. Go on.
Let's
Pressure.
Let's carry
Go on,
on.
go on, go on, go on.
What-
Do it now,
what
do it
we
now.
need
Nah,
to
this-
discuss. Nah,
today-
but I'm gonna.
Let's put our serious caps on, yeah?
Please.
Yeah.
Today
Bismillah.
I wanted to,
Everyone sends an email and we get.
for real, yeah. Ofcom.
There
Hey.
you go. That's the clip there. You drank it and you went like that.
Like the thumbs up for everyone. Like, drink.
We're gonna clip it, don't worry.
No, you know, I wanted to talk about this is for our younger viewers, teenage years. How were you, man, during your rebellion? Well, first of all, did you even go through that rebellion stage, like in your teenage years?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Like what? Give us some examples.
Well, I don't know. Like for me, growing up, I think I was very outspoken. I wasn't one of them kids that were, quite reserved or
You
like,
strike me as that
fall,
type.
I was gonna
fall in line.
What, outspoken?
Yeah.
I think
No,
I
he's
can't
hard-headed
see
as-
it.
He's hard-headed.
No,
as
he's
fuck,
stubborn.
wallah.
I'm
But
stubborn. Yeah,
I can't imagine him being rude with it, if that makes sense.
I was rude. I was aggressive.
For real.
Yeah, I was a teenager, bro.
Yeah,
I
no,
won't lie.
but I mean,
Like,
bro, give me a story.
I was aggressive.
Story
yeah,
time,
but if-
Westside.
like for me, I'm talking about when I was below the age of 10, all the way up until as well probably I think I stopped maybe about 17 being aggressive, and then from there I was still hard-headed and stubborn and argumentative, but and this is just like with everyone in it, like outside the family, whatever.
Yeah.
So for me, like, I don't know, man. I've always been a person where I see things as black and white, and if you don't see it the same way, like, I just don't understand it unless you can sit there and make me understand what it is why you see it different to me. I'm sorry, well, I'm stubborn and I'm
Were you wrong and strong? Let's say
I wa-
you were wrong. Are you gonna still stand by it?
I would be wrong and strong unless you can convince me and explain to me why.
No, but I'm saying you're wrong,
Yeah.
but you still want the brother to explain to you why you're wrong, even though you know
No.
you're wrong.
Okay,
Okay.
sorry if that's what you meant.
That's what I meant. Like, yeah, wrong
Oh,
and
no.
strong. So you
No.
know you're wrong,
Yeah,
but
no.
you're still gonna.
I'm just glad I met you as an adult, bro.
Yeah, 'cause he don't-
I don't think me and you would have gotten along.
Because I met you a
Probably
couple of years
might
ago
not have.
via work, and obviously you're a grown man.
Yeah,
mature,
but
so
then I
don't
was
see that side.
very much. I think going to Mali helped me a lot. Definitely, 100%.
You got bullied out there.
Yeah, you got slapped up.
Yeah.
Nah. Well,
It's
it's
okay,
not
you
even.
could- you could-
Well, it's not
you could
even
tell
that.
about- you could
I'm not
tell
even. I've never.
It's a
Bro.
safe space, man.
Okay, yes, I got bullied. Yeah. Nah, it's not even that. Out there, you just see life in it.
No, of course, yeah,
It's
you
very humbling. You think you got problems, but you're
Mm.
seeing someone else that's got way worse problems than you,
Mm.
but they're smiling and they're
Mm.
happy. They've got less than you. They're less fortunate than you, whatever it may be, but they're just happy. There's no. They don't really care. So it puts life into perspective for you. You're seeing people walk miles for water and stuff like that, and these times the tap is just running.
Yeah.
So like little small things. Me, I've always been a thinker in it. I'm quite silent. You can kind of say this.
Yeah,
when
that part I know of you. Yeah.
In a social setting, I'll hardly speak until I'm comfortable. So I've always been like that. But more time, I'm not just silent and just like a log there.
Yeah.
I'm just analysing and overthinking and
Yeah,
just
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
about things and
Trying to
whatever.
gauge like the characters.
But yeah, going back to the kind of rebellion thing, I think for me it was just the lack of understanding things was why I was quite rebellious in terms of things. So if someone couldn't make me understand it from their perspective or whatever it may be, then I'm sticking to what I thought was either black or white, whatever my kind of deduction was from the situation. Sometimes it got a bit aggressive. Sometimes I used to get into fights, but I never really liked getting into fights because for me, getting into fights was just a bit jarring. I'm one of them people, when you get into fights, you can't really stop me. You have to hold me back. So and I didn't like that about myself. You know, there's people when you hold them back, they can, you know, calm down. Me, if I see red at that time, at that period of my life, it was quite peak. So alhamdulillah, the older I got, the more obviously I realized that about myself, and I just even like in my early 20s, whenever, you know, like you get into a little argument or whatever, you know, them little stare downs on the streets. What are you looking at? I would never try to bite at that. You know, a lot of
Bro,
people
you know,
bite.
during school days, yeah, every fight started like that. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? Oh, you stepped on my trainer.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that?
I try not to bite. I try
your
not
trainers are
to
dead
bite.
anyway.
I try not to bite back, just so that, because I know there'll be times when, you know, you have to, if a man tests you, you hold it down, but there'll be more time. I try not to get into it, because I can already see what it's going to be. Either you're going to overpower me, cool, whatever, beat man up, whatever, or I'm going to fuck you up, and I'm not going to stop until like it's at a critical stage. And I don't like that side of me. Do you get what I'm saying to you? And alhamdulillah, like it's been decades, so I don't really have that side. That side's really gone now. But
Let's talk like some real gangster, you know.
No. Well, I don't want people thinking that I am, but I'm just
Big
asking.
beach.
He's on right now, yeah.
And he's got the beard as well. What's that, Freeway?
Wow.
Was it Freeway? Mashallah, he's got that beard.
Yeah.
What about you, Shot?
Me, I was quite troublesome, but I was cheeky. I was never that. Sorry, but
That's fine.
I was never that.
Well, like a lot of my shit. Sorry to cut you off. A lot of my shit also came from being in Somalia. You get tested a lot.
Yeah.
Because you're the foreigner out there.
You're the
That's how
foreigner.
they're seeing you, yeah.
So you're either getting slapped up or you're standing up for yourself. And if you're getting slapped up, every Donny's slapping you up.
Yeah.
You're just gonna be the guy that's just from abroad.
Prison rules, isn't it?
Yeah. Prison rules. Well, like literally.
If you let the
So
first guy walk
a lot
all
of the
over you-
aggressiveness came from there. Do you get what I'm saying to you? I was always quite argumentative and, you know, outspoken, but the aggressiveness came from there, because I had to now stand on my own 2 feet. Like I can't call on my brother or my dad or whatever. Like I'm walking down the street, whatever. They know from the way you dress, even from the way you walk.
Yeah, they
like, they just know that you're from abroad.
Yeah.
So my man will try
And
and
also,
test
they're
you.
thinking, I've been here my whole life. I've never seen this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he just turned
So
up.
my man will try and test you, and obviously if you can't talk back or you're not
Hold your own.
holding your own, it's on site, bro.
Yeah.
So that's where my aggressiveness came from. I'm not just aggressive by
It's
nature.
okay, bro. We get it.
Naughty by nature.
Yeah, he don't know who that is.
Yeah.
It's not cultured. It's okay. But I was just cheeky. I never really was troublesome to that extent. Even like when I was in high school and that, I was just like, I don't want to say class clown, but I was always just the one in and around busting jokes or whatever. And teachers used to always be like, "Oh, your son is a good boy, yada yada yada."
What,
But
in the report?
yeah, and he's always be like, but he's always mucking around in class.
Always
Like
talking.
every single teacher said the exact same thing about me, but I just liked just enjoying and having a good laugh and whatever whatnot. I think even like,
So you just been vibes from.
well, I have
from
just
primary
I
onwards.
actually have just vibes. So even when, I wish
30 years later, it's the same, just vibes.
Yeah, that has changed.
30 years
They
later.
just used to be like, oh, he's such a good kid, but he's easily distracted and he wants to have fun and all of this, and I just used to be like, oh yeah, whatever. But I remember even parents' evening was the same thing. My mom used to always say to me, what are you? Like, you know, just go and be like, are you an entertainer? Is everyone laughing at your jokes? What you like making everyone happy? You don't want to study?
Well, I was gonna say that. Are you not entertained?
She's thinking, my son's an idiot.
She's
Some little
wallahi in her
donut.
head. She's thinking,
yeah, he's
this
a
guy's
clown. Yeah.
And I'm on report, so I used to get on report every time. You know, the one where
Yeah, the teacher's got to sign
at the
in
end of
and
every session, the teacher has to sign it or
that.
whatever.
Yeah, I
whatnot.
was on that as well.
And then like I'd always be cheeky, but then towards the end of the lesson, I'd try and behave. So
Yeah,
that
'cause
she
you
can
need that
write it.
signature,
Yeah,
yeah.
I need that signature, bro. So, and then some guys just used to violate me, and some used to always like bust me and that. But it was just weird because I used to try and I wasn't really disruptive like that, but give me an inch.
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah,
running around in the classroom like a madman.
Yeah, you
Even
know what's
when,
mad?
like,
That's
it's
exactly the same as me.
Yeah, so that's what
Wow.
I mean.
Exactly the same as me.
Get
Like,
along. These
and
other
I'm not
guys,
even just
you know,
saying
it's
that.
one's an aggressor. I don't even know what the other guy is. He's not here to defend himself, but yeah, it's cool.
Now, Evs, I reckon he was like, what's that guy in Betweeners with the briefcase?
Oh,
Even
Ned, not Ned.
What's his name? The guy from Betweeners with the
He's
briefcase.
too young for in between us, man. Oh.
Anyway, I feel like, you know how he's just sensible when he's like,
check, wallah.
I feel like that would have been Evs, just done his
Just
homework.
sensible.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but Evs, let me know. But
I think
I
so,
feel
I
like he was
don't
just sensible. What's his name, man? I know
I'm
Jay's the
thinking-
one that chat shit.
Jay's the waffler.
Yeah.
Simon.
Simon.
Like, rude.
You're not here to back your shit,
Yeah,
bro.
for real. But nah, I was like you, bro. I was literally just like vibes, borderline class clown.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I used to play on it. Like, but you know, remember how I think it was the last episode or one before when I said I failed in peace.
Yeah.
Where I knew like certain subjects here, where I knew I was dead at it. Yeah, I ain't got any motivation to try and want to do good in it. So then I think I might as well sit and have fun. That was my mentality, which is stupid. But because I thought if I'm gonna sit here for an hour, 2 hours, or whatever the lesson was,
make it worth your
I
while.
could have studied, but I wasn't good at it. Whatever, like let's say it was maths or whatever, or science. I wasn't naturally like good at it. So because I wasn't good at it, I just thought I need to entertain myself now. Then you'll always find that one guy that's on vibes.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, people see you two having fun. They want to jump in,
Everyone's
even though they might
chilling.
be good at the work and that. They want the vibes, innit? And the next thing you know, you're the ringleader almost without.
Disrupt in the class.
Yeah, basically, but never rude. Like I was never. No one
same.
ever. No teacher ever said he was rude. Never aggressive. Like that's not my nature.
only
That's not my
one man,
character. But nah. But you know, that's what I was gonna say. But you know,
I wasn't aggressive in school.
It's okay, bro. You've already said you.
no. But he
had a
was
couple
saying
of fights,
it was back home, and it was a different. They were testing him.
Yeah, it's different.
Nah, but I'm just teasing you. But I was similar to you. Like, teachers never used to say, "Oh, this guy's rude or he's troublesome."
Yeah.
Or whatever. It's just he was just cheeky, and he always just wants to have fun. That's all they say about me. Oh, he wants to have fun. But I guess nothing's changed since.
But did you ever? What about with your relationship with your parents? Like in terms of rebellion and that. Did you man ever go through that stage?
Do you know what's mad? I don't know if I said this story. One time, I disappeared. I said this story when I.
Where did you?
Oh yeah.
I
You
said
went.
this story when I just followed the
Yeah. You followed the random mute.
and the
Yeah,
search
yeah.
party for me. I think I was a youth that day. I think but the beat is my dad gave me a learn how to start, and he never really whacked me up that, but he just
That day you deserved it.
that day.
A few combos.
From that day forward, I'd never ever wanted to go on that line. Like it pushed me so far away from that line.
He got
I said,
some
I'm gonna
rib
be
shots.
cheeky, but I'm never gonna cross that line.
Yeah.
Even bro, there was times where he'd just call. Like, I used to live in Saudi and then he'd work abroad. So anytime I was being not disrespectful, but like just naughty and whatnot. And my mum sometimes used to say, cool, I'm gonna call your dad. That was enough.
That was enough. For you.
That
And
was-
you know he's not even in the country.
He's not in the country.
Yeah,
My man's not
that's-
here.
that's-
He's in another country. He has to catch it. It's a
respect and
7-hour
fear.
flight.
Yeah.
7-hour flight.
Yeah.
She'll be like, cool, I'm gonna call it. But he used to have this tone of voice. Sometimes we talk and then I used to be like, fuck, man. But I used to always avoid it. So every time my mum said, I'm gonna call your dad, I'd pat it up. I'd be like, cool,
Yeah.
I'm not on it. But that was me when I was a very young youth. I weren't ever getting that phone call.
What about you, Izzy?
With my parents, nah. I always had that, like, I knew even if times where I used to feel like they're trying to stop me from having fun, I still knew deep down that the reason why they're telling me not to do it was for my like
Yeah.
betterment. Like, so
Well,
I
even
never,
at a young age.
yeah, from a young age, I've always been quite sensible, you know, like
I
in
never
that
thought
sense.
that though.
Really?
I'll be
No,
so real.
I'd-
I used to think, and I think I can speak for everyone. I say, you just think they were enemies, bro.
Yeah.
Enemies are fun.
Enemies are fun, yes,
Because
but
I
I still
posted-
knew why they're saying no, even though I didn't
you
want to
know.
stop it.
But it's just like, because when you're young and all your friends were going out and they'll be like, no, you're not going out today. That was, obviously times are different now, but back then going out was like, you couldn't pay me to stay at home. Like, I would never, I posted something on my story the other day where you come back home for a glass of water and then your mum says you can't go back out. And then the guy was crying in the meme. And that was literally life for us. Like, if my mum ever said to me, oh, you can't go back outside, I used to fake, like, I remember when they call you in, they used to be like, all right, come inside to eat and then you can go back inside. I used to, like, forgive me,
I remember you
Mum,
told me this.
but I used to throw my food in the bin. And leave like little crumbs on
Yeah,
the
just
plate.
make it look like
I'd be
you
like,
ate.
oh, mum, I ate. Can I go back outside now? Just so I can be out. You couldn't keep me in the
Yeah.
house.
It's different.
And even like
generational,
my
man.
mum would buy us like games and whatever. We'll go Blockbusters, rent DVDs, or rent a game. But it's just
That was Friday, innit?
yeah,
Weekends.
Friday nights. Yeah,
Hey,
Fridays you rent the
we're
game.
showing our age, but those are the
Wallah,
days,
we're
boy.
showing that age, bro. My mum used to, wallah, I remember to this day she used to get us McDonald's. We used to get a fillet of fish.
No cheeseburger.
And
No cheeseburger.
Nah, haram, Maki. We used to get a fillet of fish.
He tried it. He tried to flip it on you.
I'll give you that one though, my guy. But he used to get us a fillet of fish, and I remember we used to rent either a game or a movie from Blockbusters. And even then, Saturday I'm outside. You have the game for the whole
Friday,
remember you rent
yeah.
it for 2 days. innit? I
Yeah,
remember you used to rent it
you
for
have to
2
give it
days.
back on Sunday or
And
something.
if it was a special, you give it back always on
Yeah.
a Sunday. even then you couldn't keep me inside the yard.
Really?
Like I just wanted to be outside. Obviously times are different now. A lot of the youth them stay inside and they play games and whatever whatnot, or online, but you couldn't pay me to stay in my yard. My mom used to even give us stuff. I'll go you this game. I'll be like, yeah, but I'm gonna come back later. But that was like the dessert, if that makes sense. Like I'm coming back.
But what are you doing outside?
Later. Just running around playing like football. Family had.
Was you ever getting up
knock
to no
down
good?
ginger? But for me, like up to no good was like knock down ginger and.
Okay, so you're not
and
out
them
there.
type
Cool,
of stuff.
yeah,
I weren't
like,
really
like
maybe I had
on
a
road,
period,
like you know.
No, I had a
that
period
kind of
when I was
vibe.
like 16, maybe 15, but well, I just went for me, bro. But like I remember one time, but I think I said it before as well. I think the only time I stole once. I was in year 9 or year 10. I can't remember.
The petrol station.
Petrol station, yeah. I think, but since that day, like my mum said to me, like I was so embarrassed that I just never did it again.
Yeah, you felt
because I
ashamed.
respected my
Yeah,
parents so
felt
much,
ashamed,
bro. Like,
yeah.
I just felt ashamed. But the way she said to me, like, you got me into the school for 50p. I think it's like £1.50 because you embarrassed my entire, like you embarrassed your entire family for £1.50. But those are the days where, you know, when you after a school football match and then everyone walks into the shop. You know, you're young and dumb, bro.
Yeah,
so
no,
you
of
just
course,
do
yeah,
dumb
you're
things because
influenced
everyone's
easily.
doing it, and then you just
Yeah.
run around. Well, I stole a Mars drink and a fucking chocolate bar.
So
if
you're
I
a thief and
remember.
I'm aggressive. It's okay. No
Yeah,
problem.
I like good man. 1-1. I like 1-1. But that's the only time I think I ever stole, bro.
Yeah.
And then since that day, I said, you know what, I can't. That one conversation, for me, it's just one conversation was enough for me to be like, okay, you know what, I can't. But it wasn't really a case of like, I don't want to say it was emotional blackmail, but like, my mum spoke to me in such a manner that it just woke me up. And like you said, I always knew what they were trying to do, but like, I just couldn't. I just said to myself, you know, I'm not going to embarrass her again. I can't ever have that. So I just said, But for me, it was just like the dumb things I do is like knock down ginger, family had, or them dumb stuff. But knock down ginger might have been it for me. But other than that, no.
Because the reason I asked about this topic and that is because obviously we're now the elders to the people that are teenagers now, innit?
Yeah, my guy.
Like our brothers over here, yeah. But when I see the things that they do, for example, like I got a little cousin. He maybe about 19. I think he's either 19 already or he's going to turn 19 this year. But either way, he's out of that age. And I was just seeing with his boys and that, and I'm thinking the things he's doing now, I never would have been able to get away with. And then I feel like, is that a theme for everyone in his age range and his generation, like, as in like stealing peds, doing that? And that shit used to go on when I was a younger as well, but it was more of a
It was less common.
It was less common, and it would be like
Nah,
when it
the
happened.
area you come from, I think it was more common back in the days.
Do you reckon?
Do you reckon?
Yeah, it was more common. But there was peds in my area every day.
No, facts.
Every
Peds
day.
and that, but I'm saying
And they
like,
used to rob like the pizza man.
yeah, no, stuff like that used to go on, but I'm saying,
Wallahi, bro, there was a period where pizza couldn't be delivered into my area for a long while because every
must
day
be annoying.
Yeah, they
robbing
wouldn't even
pizza,
come
bro.
in,
Wallahi,
yeah.
bro, you have to go and collect pizza, bro.
no, but I hear that, but I'm saying it used to like stop there. Whereas now I feel like when I see like teenagers, again, using my cousin as a reference, I feel like they get up to a lot more like advanced stuff that we never would have thought about or done. But I don't know, maybe it's just, is that fair to say? Like, am I just seeing it through my eyes, and maybe maybe it was the same. Maybe I was more sheltered than you lot, for example. Who knows? I don't know.
I like to think it's because it's weird. Every generation says this. You know, every generation will say something about their younger generation.
Yeah.
So it was never like that in our time.
Yeah.
You don't want to sound like that old
No,
guy that
facts,
says
but it's
that.
true. That's
In
what
my-
you
in
hear.
my
Guys
day,
now.
you
Yeah.
know,
In my day.
In my days, we never whatever whatnot. But I think a lot now is it's maybe more lawless, and they don't care. I think there was maybe some sort of code of ethics in our generation, and maybe older than us. I feel like that maybe don't exist now. Also, I think there's no more fear of parents. I
That's
genuinely
another thing
think
I wanted
they
to
don't-
go into.
they
Yeah, I
they
don't
care about because you have to bear in mind also in our generation and a little bit younger
I know
than
exactly
us
what you're
and
gonna say.
definitely older than us, we were disciplined.
I know
And with
exactly,
that
yeah.
discipline, it kept us
Kept
In
you
line.
in check.
and I'm not here to say, disciplining your kids is the only way, whatever, whatnot. No, of course not. There's other ways to parent, but for some people, it worked, and for a lot of people, it steered them in the right direction.
Yeah,
And
100%.
I'm for discipline if it's steering you in the right direction.
Yeah.
I'm against parents that beat their kids senseless. I think that's
that's
pointless,
disgusting.
bro. Like
Yeah.
there has to be a reason as to why you're disciplining your child, and then also you have to explain to your child why you discipline them after, so that they know what they
they've
did wrong
done,
and what they should not do going forward. But like back in the days, we had discipline that sort of kept us in line. Bro, like when you was a youth and the teacher used to say to you, I'm calling your mum. What's the first thing you'd say?
Please don't.
Please don't. Yeah.
And I remember
Please
you said
don't,
before, back
yeah.
in the days, you were more fearful of your mum than you were the police.
Yeah, fact.
And that's the same for, I think, I speak for everyone of our generation and older, if that's the case, because if your parent knew anything about you, bro, you'd be shitting bricks. Like I remember there was a teacher, anyone that went Preston Manor and you know Mr. Ward, you know what Mr. Ward's like, bro. Wallahi, the guy used to get my mum every day. For me, and it's the same to both my brothers. I think Gap more than anyone. I think he used to take. I think he used to bully Gap, but like he used to just constantly be like, "I'm gonna call you mum." But he had a link with my mum, so like my mum, he'd call my mum at any time, any other situation, be like, "Yeah, this is the situation, whatever, whatnot." So I know back in the days that any time a parent was involved, you'd be shitting bricks.
Yeah.
Whereas now, but I used to work in primary schools, innit? Like a few years ago, before I went to Just Eat, I used to work in primary schools.
It's not a few years ago. It's like
It's a long time ago. But primary schools, I used to do after school clubs and breakfast clubs, and then, bro, sometimes you get a few naughty kids in it, and then I remember one time I said to a couple of youths that were naughty, I used to be like, "Oh, cool, I'm gonna tell your mum," and they'd be like, "So." Wallahi, yeah, 6.
I said so.
People like, "So, tell my mum."
Yeah, times have changed.
In my head, and that was about 9 years ago.
Yeah, and you're
So
thinking
God forbid, I don't know what it is now.
That used to be the.
That used to work for me, and I was in year 11, bro.
Yeah.
Year 6, year 11. If a man said to me, "I'm gonna tell your mum," I was shook. I went
it's
on.
true.
You're gonna stop.
I would,
anything
wallahi,
you're
you don't
doing.
think I'm joking. I used to sit in the front of the class. If a man said to me, "I'm gonna tell your mum," wallahi, I used to pack up all my stuff and go to the front of the class and behave for the rest of that session.
No, facts.
Because I was so fearful of, like, I don't want to get stuck on at home, or I don't want that phone call from my dad to be like, "What you on?" But I feel like now a lot of the youth, they don't.
Man said so in year 6.
Wallahi, he said to me,
Looks at
"So."
you
He
now.
looked at me dead in my face. He said,
That's
"So."
mad. That's crazy.
And I'm like, I'll tell your dad. Then he'd be like, "So?" I couldn't say no.
Yeah, what can you say to that?
Cool. I said, "Yeah, go sit in the corner."
Yeah, do your thing, big man.
Well, I sat in the corner, and then after a while, he just didn't care, and he carried on doing whatever. But like, I'm just there for like after school club. I can't really discipline the youth. In
Yeah, that's not your.
So
Yeah,
I just said,
monitor-
cool,
you're
do
just
your thing.
monitoring.
I'm just there to monitor and whatever, put on games and that for them to play. But then my guy said to me, "So," in my head, and after I spoke to some of the teachers, like a lot of the kids are like that. So I don't know if it's a discipline issue. Maybe it's. Oh,
but that's what I'm saying. Do you reckon that's because of? And again, I think we've touched on it, so I don't want to start repeating things. But in terms of parenting, because obviously now we're the parents, as in our generation, we've become the parents, and most of us came from that. We all got disciplined kind of era, but because we all got disciplined, you're like, mine was a bit too much, so maybe I don't want to give that to my kids. If that makes sense. Even though like I held licks, but I know every time.
Approach.
Yeah, every time I held licks, I knew it was deserved. Like I was never.
You never got hits for no reason.
Yeah, I never ever got beats because out of just I want to hurt him. It was always you messed up.
This is your punishment.
In life, there's consequences.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I learned that early, innit?
Yeah,
and
it's minor hits, so it weren't really like.
No. Even sometimes when they got like,
it got be like a belt or.
No, even sometimes it got
wire or
because
something.
it depends on what I did, innit? Obviously, sometimes it did get like. It was licks, innit? It was licks.
There were
but
licks.
but it was never like
there were licks.
no, it was. But
Go pick your weapon.
it was also from love because I knew the moment it's over, come here, kiss my forehead. What do you want to eat? Like console you, innit? It wasn't, and then tell you, listen, this is why. Like man's not doing it, or like my mum never said man's not doing it, but she's not doing it because I'm just want to hurt you and I'm trying to like scare you off
She'll
and
explain
whatever.
it to you,
it's because I want to see you do better, and I don't want to see you doing something wrong that can escalate, and then next thing you know, you're somewhere where I can't protect you.
But that happens
In life,
a lot,
I'm saying, whereas, do you reckon that's no longer there now? Because we're like you said, we're taking a softer approach.
I think also, I don't know, but social services play a big part now. I think parents are scared to teach their kids.
Because they get taught that as well, innit?
Yeah,
they get taught like if anyone
kids will get asked like, "Oh, what happened to you? Did
Yeah,
you get
if
beaten up
anyone
at home?
hits you,
does anyone touch you at home? Does anyone hit you at home?" and things like that. So I think parents can't even. Again, I'm not a father in it, so I can't really speak on the whole parenting side. But like, I think parents can't discipline their kids. And I'll be real, I don't think
You're not allowed to.
you're not allowed to. But I also don't think go sit and face the wall works, bro. I'll be so real, man.
Yeah,
Maybe a stern talking to is needed, but I'll be so real. Wallahi, if I was a youth and my punishment was go sit down and face the wall, I'll be causing mayhem on road. You could not hold me back.
Yeah, because the
Bro,
punishment is a
what
reward.
is go sit down and face the wall?
Yeah, that's calm.
And I'm not saying beat your youth senseless, but like there has to be a very stern talking to or some sort of thing. Obviously, you're the only parent here, but like I know for me, if I was a youth and my parent, my dad or my mum said to me, you're in trouble for this, so and so, whatever, whatnot. Go sit down and face the wall. I think I would be the most reckless youth on earth right now.
I think I'll be honest with you. It all comes down to the relationship you have with your children. Obviously, you're only sometimes as good as the tools that you have. Our parents had every single tool possible, beatings, whatever it may be. They could use that and put kind of fear into us and to discipline us ultimately. And then you'll know if you've done something wrong, the consequences is going to be quite deep for you.
Yes.
Whereas now kids can do whatever they want. I think as a parent nowadays, you can't discipline your children. It's not even yes, that social services thing has kind of a part to play with it.
There
But
are
I think,
some
I
people
think it's just
that
ethically we've moved on from that whole aspect
I
of
think so as well.
beating your child up and
but there are
senseless
some
or whatever
people
it
that
may
take
be.
it to the
Yeah,
extreme. Some people
100%.
doing it
Yeah.
disgustingly.
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
I don't agree with.
And
I
in
think that
life,
fucks shit up.
in life, the bad always overshadows the good anyway.
Yeah.
So those cases may have kind of overshadowed the parents that were maybe giving their kids one or two slaps or whatever.
And also, you got to
Just
know,
be a stern talking to.
And
Sometimes
ultimately,
it's not really beating people up. Maybe
every
just
kid
a
is
stern
different.
Talking to.
some
Yeah.
kids don't react well. Like, you might beat them once, and then that makes them go even worse. And then you got to kind of know, all right, you know
I
what,
have
that
to talk
approach,
to this
That's
that
the
approach
thing.
doesn't work because you know, everyone's
That's
got a
the
different
thing.
temperament.
Yeah.
So, like my sister, like my mum, never like my parents never hit her.
Yeah.
Even though she, to be fair, she was never as cheeky as
But
me and my
girls don't
brother.
get- I used to think,
But
like,
even if
girls
she
don't get
stepped out of
disciplined.
line, it was more of a, hey, come here, sit down.
Talking to
Firm talk, and then she got it. Whereas me and my brother, that firm talk, like you said, that firm talk would have worked for us.
I think
Like, we
I'm
needed
growing
to
up,
get a
I
little
don't- I don't
slap.
ever remember, like, I don't have sisters, but I don't ever remember like girls getting beaten up. It was always the boys that used to get beaten up, and the girls would get a stern talking to.
No,
Because
100%.
the boys, you have to be careful of them going out to do stupid things. You know, so like,
Yeah.
you know, without
But nowadays, when
as
you
you
see,
without discipline, you need fear.
yeah, but nowadays,
Wallahi, you need
I agree. But I'm saying nowadays, before it used to be boys used to be stupid, girls were, on average, sensible. Nowadays, you're seeing both running around doing a madness.
Doing the madness.
Like, I don't know, I've never taken a bus in a while, but I remember I took one a couple of weeks ago. Bro, the things you see on a bus, like after school,
That's crazy, bro.
bro, it's mad. And it's both genders. Like, there's not it's
Yeah.
not, the girls are sensible. Like, bro, they're both moving mad.
Bro,
Like,
one
I was
day-
sitting there thinking, bro, like, I never, like, again, it made me feel old because I'm thinking, that never used to happen in my day. Like,
I
again,
think
I
the
don't,
most we did was you played music out of the back of the bus.
yeah,
loud.
and you'd be
And
loud.
You put
And
the
then
speaker against the
you
window.
put the speaker against the
Yeah.
window, and I remember it used to piss off obviously the other customers on the bus.
Yeah.
But you didn't care because it was the cool thing to do.
Yeah.
That was about
I
it.
feel like, or you'd open the
The window.
window.
No, not the window, the emergency thing, and jump out the back. You ever did that?
No, what the hell? You did
You
that.
did some stupid things, or just jumping on the. or
What, a
pressing
double
it.
decker?
Yeah, like.
So you're jumping out.
Dumb stiff, yeah.
No, but he's tall. He
Or
just
like,
steps out.
I'm not 7 foot, bro. Or like, you press the emergency button, and then
Yeah,
the door.
that's
No, I
bus
can't lie.
will
Yeah,
open.
we done the
That's
emergency
normal.
thing.
That
Yeah,
one,
that was
you,
calm.
you flashing the bus and getting on the bus.
Yeah, yeah,
Them
you
Hey,
pass
bus
it back.
driver, stop the bus. And then you just press the
No,
button.
yeah, and you press the emergency bus and you get out.
You
get out,
But on
yeah.
some idiot thing because
Yeah.
that was a dumb
Or a
thing
bad
to do.
man thing.
No, Allah,
Yeah.
it was idiot. So it wasn't no bad man thing. But at that age, you think
You think
you're the
you think
baddest.
you look cool. But even now, bro, like the other day I was like, well, not the other day, like 2 years ago, not a year ago, I was at work and at work you have to do security checks, innit? So I was doing a security check, and this one I was at Whitechapel, I was doing a security check, and then I saw 2 youths. Wallah, I kid you not, bro. I think they must have been about. One looked about 11, and the
Yeah.
other looked about 13, and they had canisters and doing balloons.
Like that.
And I walked past them, and then they stopped. I said, "What you look there, man?"
Yeah.
And they said, "What? We're not allowed to do balloons in the station." I said,
At least he asked.
I said, "No." I said, "Forget balloons." I said, "Bro, you're too young."
Yeah.
I said, "Bro, you look
Yeah,
about like
that's
12,
crazy.
13. Like, what you
Yeah,
been doing,
shoot,
man?"
what
I
you man
said,
doing with that, man?
"That's not cool, man. Don't do that, man." And they're like, "No, we're not, man. We're just whatever." They obviously they were excited
they're
at that
waffling,
age, innit? And then I was like, "You like, okay, don't do it in the station." But also, I said, "Don't do it in general." I said,
Yeah,
"You,
man.
I
It's not
said,
about
that's
the
too young
station
for
or
you
not.
right
Like,
now,
yeah,
man."
don't get involved
And they're
with
like,
that.
"Cool, bro. Now we won't." As soon as they got on the train, they
hearing
cracked on again. Yeah, they cracked on. In my head, I was thinking, "Oh, cool," but like, and even now, you see Bay Youths vape.
Vapes and balloons have got them just in a chokehold,
Yeah.
and a mad
But on
chokehold.
the flip side of that, when we were younger, people were smoking. So it's not all
Yeah, it's true.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
100%.
people were smoking. I don't think it was as early as they are doing it now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but from when I was in high school, I remember people started it in like year 10.
Yeah. People
When you
probably
got to
started
year
even
10,
earlier.
maybe end the stages year 9, that's when you're looking for that kind of cool image and you want to try doing things and
Try
whatever,
do
whatnot.
things,
Yeah, yeah. You wanna
That's
look
when you
grown.
start to do it. I see youths now, maybe in year 7 or 8 in their vaping.
Yeah.
And maybe in year 7 or 8 doing all sorts of madness.
Yeah,
That's where I'm
year
like,
7, they're definitely doing it. I've seen, but you know what it is? I've seen
but
it
even
so
like,
many
even
times. Like
girls,
shopkeep-
bro.
yeah.
I don't know about
But
you.
that's what I'm
lot.
saying. I feel
never
like-
used to start chatting to girls till I was in like end of year 10.
Oh no, girls didn't exist in my world.
I was
until-
running football, bro.
Yeah,
I just ran
yeah,
out
I
to
was just football
like
banter.
the class, the matches against your other form class was everything.
Oh,
bro.
that's
It was a
El
World Cup
Clasico,
final.
yeah.
It was a World Cup final.
El Clasico, yeah.
And you come to class with your trainer's mother, your school child.
Kit
Yeah.
wanker.
My mom used to ban me up every day. She's like, "What the hell are you doing?" But like that was everything. And then when you got to like year 10, year 11, that's when maybe your hormones kick in and you start to look at girls, and then you get excited by girls. But prior to that, I never. But and then different times. Now the youth, bro, you see your 7s going on links, bro.
Yeah, it's mad.
You're just thinking, what the hell, bro?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, they've grown up.
When I'm at work, I see mad shit. I sit there at work and I'm thinking, I was
Bruh.
thinking about this when I was in year 7
Yeah,
or
for
year
real.
8. Like I was, does
But
never,
then
never crossed
I
my
feel
mind.
like they've grown up a lot faster because of what they've been exposed to.
But also social media helps.
yeah,
with that.
That's what I'm saying.
You're
We're-
aware to everything.
We
You're
wouldn't see
alive to
certain
everything.
things, even though we knew it happened. You just wouldn't see it because it just doesn't happen in real life. But
the only
now
source of
online,
information-
yeah, gone.
But the only source of information we've got, because you have to bear in mind, MSN came for us later. They weren't there when we was in there. Like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
So the only source of information we ever had was news. I mean, you weren't watching news.
Yeah.
And I remember if your parents put on the news, you'd be pissed.
And even MSN, you're chatting to people that you actually know because
Yeah.
you have to add them.
And
Whereas
that was
online,
at a later stage.
yeah,
That
yeah,
came when we were about maybe 16 or
yeah, he was already,
maybe
he was kind of
if
grown by
that.
then, yeah.
So the only information you had was news. The youths today now, bro, how was Malika? 7, 8.
Nah, she's 9.
Okay, 9. No, I got that horribly wrong.
You
My
got
bad.
that wrong.
But 9, and she knows she can get anything she wants on her phone.
Pretty
But,
much.
like, she's
She's aware of that.
aware of a lot of
Yeah.
things. Even a lot of the youths younger than that, they're aware. Bro, kids 4 years old, 3 years old, they can unlock an iPad.
Yeah.
At 3 years old, I was dumb as fuck, bro. I didn't know nothing. Tell me to unlock an iPad at 3 or 2, whatever. The kids nowadays at a young age, they're unlocking gadgets.
No,
And they'll go to my nephew, bro. When my nephew was about 4 or 5, he'd go on YouTube and start typing for the things he wants. 3.
Yeah,
And I
but
used to
do you
look
know
at him
where
and
that
be
comes
like,
from? That
bro,
comes-
when I was that age,
Yeah,
I just
man
wanted
can't.
food.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was running around like an
But that
idiot. I
comes
just wanted
from,
food.
you know, you see it all the time, like kids, toddlers, they're always given like a little iPad or whatever just to watch like YouTube videos.
Yeah, watch their
and
little
whatnot. That
cartoons.
comes from that. They know how to manage that, bro. They see, don't forget it, like
They're
babies,
sponges, bro. They
they're
clock onto
yeah,
everything.
babies, toddlers, all of that. They're sponges. They're intelligent. They see. They don't even have to have an iPad or tablet or whatever. They'll just see you having your phone and how you unlock it.
But like,
So
we
the
had-
next day they'll just get your phone
Yeah,
and try
mimic
to
it.
unlock it.
Bro, we had snakes and ladders, bro.
We didn't have no.
Oh.
Yeah.
Snakes
Okay.
and ladders, fucking Connect 4.
Do you remember when that Nokia came out and it had radio on it? And it was the first time a
too
phone
young.
that
Oh,
you could,
wallah, I remember.
could have the
Wallah,
radio.
yeah.
And it was a mad thing. Like if you had that phone, you was up.
And used to go to Kiss FM and the music that you knew where you're gonna get the music.
Bro,
you like,
the,
I was
when it
too
first
young.
come out, I remember everyone like, boy, if you had that phone, you was the guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You was that guy, boy. But yeah, but just to tie it all back in, I feel like from what I see these days, I feel like they're a lot more rebellious. Again, maybe it's to do with all the things that we've discussed, like what they're exposed to, the fact that they're not really scared of their parents or even of the law. But I don't know,
I just think
man.
they don't.
Is there a way, like, do you
I
reckon
also
it will
think,
get
yeah.
worse than when they become adults and then their kids?
You know.
Do you reckon it's going to be a spiraling
I just
effect?
think as time progresses, I think every generation obviously just gets worse than the other generation. So
Do you know, just touching
I
on
don't
the vape and balloon things, obviously, I feel like, and also the social media thing, the government have obviously put a stop to it now,
Yeah.
but I feel like they're very slow with it. I'll be so real
Yeah.
with you.
Why did it take so long?
It's taken so long. Literally, a whole generation have grown up on these things where they've had infinite access to it, and now all of a sudden, cool, you've done the right thing. You've put a full stop to it. Social media, there's going to be a ban. I don't know when it comes into play for like people under the age of, I want to say 12 or 16
Again,
or
how
something.
do they monitor it?
I would swear.
Yeah.
How do you monitor it?
I don't know
Like,
how
let's say
they-
put
yeah.
a fake age and when they log in.
I don't know how they monitor it.
You'll always find. As a
I don't
kid,
know
what
how.
I'm
you'll
saying,
always
yeah,
find a
Obviously,
way
like-
around it.
obviously, there will be some aspect where parents have to also kind of monitor that as
Yeah.
well. But the good thing is that that ban is going to be there.
Yeah, they're trying
that
something
they won't
now.
be able to actually sign up on their own thing. Obviously, balloons has been banned anyway, regardless of whatever age you
Yeah.
are. For people that sell it, people that use it, vapes as well. You got they're going to be disposable vapes. That's the difference.
Yeah,
though.
those little
Yeah.
£5 ones or
Little
whatever.
colourful thing.
Yeah.
Oh, so the normal vapes that people buy that are trying to quit smoking, they can still do that.
Yeah.
Those
From what
ones.
I know, yeah.
Those ones you'll still be able. But I think it's the disposable ones that there's a ban coming into play, quite imminently. So, but these are good things. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but
I
they're
think
just
so.
slow.
I just think they just wait for shit to get fucked up.
But then not even that. I'll be real, I think it's let's make our money first, and this might be being like negative or whatever. But I feel like when there's money involved, even though they know it's wrong, we're eating from it.
Yeah.
Like let's just run it for a while until we get to the point where there's an uproar, and then we're all right. We're part of the good guys now. Let's get rid of it.
Yeah.
But again, why did it take?
It feels that way.
Yeah, to me again, I don't want to be negative and think
Yeah.
everyone's like evil in that sense. But
The good thing is, anyway, it's come into play, but it's just too little, too late for me. But regardless, it's here. Hopefully, I think we should.
The thing is, the ones that are hooks now on it, then what?
Because
they're not just going to be like, oh, it's banned now.
do you think
it's just going to cost more. That's the only thing it's going to be. Like, you're going to have to go elsewhere to buy it.
I don't know. Do you also think them kids not going out enough plays a part?
Kids do go out though.
No, I feel like go out to like we used to have play centres and we had like sports
community
centres.
centres.
Yeah, community centres. I think that.
I think the minute they got rid of
Community centres.
Yeah, we go play table tennis.
Community centres.
Community centres, man. Where you go play pool, and all of that stuff.
Yeah, sorry,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I think
but
a lot of them are closed down.
The government got rid of that time ago.
That's what I'm saying.
Also, that was a safe haven for a lot of kids, youth centres. There was a lot of youth centres. That's what I was looking for. That was a safe haven for a lot of us to go. I remember I lived in them places, bro. After school, I'll go straight there. You socialise. Obviously, they teach you certain things, like life lessons.
They have them in certain areas, but like it's not as common as it was before. I think it should be common in every single area. It needs to be.
It gives kids a place to. The one thing you don't want kids to be is out and about doing stupidity.
Unchaperoned.
Because once you give a youth freedom, you can't hold a youth back. When you was a youth and if you've given freedom, you'd violate. But if you give kids a place to go, that they can chill, maybe learn some things. Also, you're building team skills, your life lessons, whatnot. And then on top of that, you're like playing a sport that you particularly like. Yeah, cool. You're gonna learn a few things the hard way because maybe then it becomes of survival of the fittest type of. But you learn a lot more from it than you do not going to. But like the minute they got rid of that, I feel like it just opened the doors for just chaos, bro. Like everyone's just running around mad, like on some sort of stupidity. But when we had youth centres, I used to go there after every school club, bro. I remember it was every Tuesday, Thursday, and there's another day that we used to go to. And you wouldn't miss that for the world. No. You'd always go to that. No matter what was happening, as soon as you're done school, you drop your bags, get changed, and you're running straight to that youth centre. You're having your time of life, whatever, whatnot.
You're seeing your friends,
and you come back, and then
it's a safe space. You know, you could do whatever. I know there's one spot. And then they take you
on trips as well.
Yeah, they take you on trips. There's one, my niece, she goes to this one spot in Burnt Oak. They moved from it now, but they had like a skaters club. She learned how to do roller skating there.
Is that coming back now? Is that a thing?
It's not common.
I don't know, bro.
It's not common.
Bro, I see people every day on rollerblades, bro. I don't know if
well, you're talking about
roller skates in general.
Is that just... Is it...
There's a few,
my daughter asked me, my youngest one.
Bro, I've seen it.
I think they had it in Westfield for a little piece.
No, but just on road. People are rollerblading.
I
don't know if that's the thing. I just see bare people on rollerblades.
I want to go to an event one time. Would you be down?
I'll watch you.
What, like roller disco?
Yeah, roller disco. I went to one.
I'll come
and watch.
I went to one years ago.
Can you skate?
Nah, I'm terrible.
Yeah, that's why I'm not on it.
I'll bring everyone down. But I'll
just invite me. I'll come for the vibe.
Nah, I want you to take part.
Nah, that ice skating, I don't like them things, bro, man. I told you I'm big and clumsy. Wallah, I just fall over, bro, and I'm not on it.
Yeah, but sometimes that's a part of the fun, though.
It's
just you can laugh at yourself, innit?
But when I used to go ice skating, I used to hang onto the walls.
Yeah, I would go around the
railings.
Yeah, but would you not like
3 miles an hour and just hold on to it and just sort of staggered forward? I tried a couple times and I'll fall over, and then after a while I just used to go with the man then but chill, which is weird, but I'm not on it.
We'll go to a roller disco one time.
I feel like roller. No, which is
that
roller
where they play
skates?
Music and everyone's just rolling around?
Yeah.
Like in what's that movie?
ATO.
Wallahi, my guy. I love that movie, bro. If you haven't watched that movie, you're missing out.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't think I know that film.
Oh,
that's
wow.
the first time, yeah.
You lot were getting on to me for not knowing. What was it?
I've seen it. What is it? Remind me, just in case.
One was T.I. and Laura London. The first
Oh,
time everyone
yeah,
kinda
yeah, yeah,
clocked
okay,
Ronaldo.
no,
Yeah.
I know. I'll be real.
What was the name of the
I
movie?
haven't seen
I
the
don't
film,
know, I
but
can't
I've seen
remember.
clips.
It's
Nunu.
Nunu.
I haven't seen the film,
That's
but I've
it,
seen
yeah.
clips.
Oh, it's
So
a
I know
wicked
which one.
film. It's a
Yeah,
wicked film. But I'm down for that. I'll actually come along for that.
You come along when you're taking part.
No, if there's if
If you don't wanna see Sharp, roller skate.
W's in the chat.
Hey, we need 2 likes. Give us 2 likes.
Bare
He's gonna be-
W's and you'll
he's
see
gonna turn
Sharp
up.
doing
We'll vlog that one.
We'll vlog it. Roller skates.
Wallahi, we'll vlog
Yeah,
that
vlog
one.
it.
Yeah.
Everyone has to be there.
He'll fit in.
I think you'll be alright. You know, low center of gravity. It'll be alright.
Yeah, he'll be
Yeah,
sick.
he'd actually be the best. Me and you would be the worst because we're
Yeah, I
tall and
think, you
clumsy.
know what? Actually, I think the last time I went ice skating was probably like 20 years ago or something. But I wasn't dead.
That was bad.
Like, no, it took me like an hour. But after that hour, I got the confidence and I was like, all right, cool, I can.
That was bad.
I
You
can
know,
do,
like,
but then that might be in my head. If you're watching me, I might have been shit. You know?
it was
In my head, I was all right.
it was the age of, you know, when the man them used to go on like group links and everyone
Yeah,
used to
yeah,
wear
yeah,
everyone
yeah,
else. So I'd always
We used to
along.
go Queensway.
Yeah, that's the same
Back-
one.
yeah,
And then
yeah,
I'd hate it because like it's fun because everyone's laughing, gigi, whatever, whatnot. But like after a while, bro, I just felt
So you
like
used to take your links there.
I'm not on. Nah, I use a
Group
link.
links.
I went
okay.
my
Get
link,
me.
bro.
Just check it.
Nah,
Just
I
double
had
check
to
it.
correct you, bro. Big man, before you try to draw me out. Group link. You know when everyone goes together.
Okay.
Yeah, group. Have you ever been on a group link?
Me, nah, I don't do group links. I do my thing separate.
You've never been on a group link.
I do my thing separate, bro.
No, on the rule. You've never.
Have you
Actually,
seen that?
You never invited me.
That meme of
No,
that.
we weren't friends back then.
You know that
bro,
meme?
sorry.
I
You
met
know that
yesterday.
meme of that little kid? It's, I'm grown.
Yeah,
He's moving like that.
you've
I'm
never done a
grown.
group link.
Nah, I'm joking. I've done one.
Everyone's done a group
Yeah.
link, and then that's when you realize who.
You
Who's
see
who?
characters.
Group links are funny because that's when you realize
Who's who?
who's who.
The guy that chats a lot.
Some guys act so weird. How do
Yeah.
you go from teenagers to group links? But some guys act so weird.
It's part of being a teenager.
real, it's
Oh,
part of that,
lie.
yeah.
Listen, some guys. One guy is the alpha.
Yeah,
He wants
yeah.
to look like the big boss, and
Other guy's the money man.
One guy's the money man.
I got the money, babes.
Then one guy's the little sweet boy in the group. And then there's always the one shy one that doesn't want to talk, but always wants the people's attention. So people could be like, oh, he's quiet. Why is he
Yeah,
not talking?"
that's him. I know that's him. I know that's West.
That's me still.
I know that's West. I don't need to go on a link with you to
That's
know.
me. That's me. I'll be real with
Them
you.
ones there, don't fall for it. Them ones there, they know
Tactical.
what they're doing. So you was
tactical.
the quiet guy that used to wait for
I
people
was-
to be like,
I was
oh,
always
why are
the
you
qu-
so quiet?
Oh, why are you so quiet? They always touch your leg as well. Don't touch my leg, big man. Why you touching my leg? I didn't give you fucking permission.
Well, like, there was the main 4 or 5 guys in the group that used to do the most stupidest shit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the quiet one used to piss me off.
Nah, the
Because
one that
you'd be
piss-
chatting the whole time, everyone on the way there, gassed and whatever, whatnot. As soon as a group of girls come, quiet in the corner.
No, the one that pissed me off was the guy that always tried to show off.
Yeah,
Like, all of
the
a
show
sudden-
off. The show off is the one that
Yeah, that
annoys
guy,
me.
like all of a sudden,
All of a
Hey,
sudden now
bro.
he's bare
man
talkative.
just lost 3 bags, you know. You're thinking, you never had 3 bags to lose, you idiot. What 3 bags, bro? For the last 2 years, we've been talking about how broke we are. All of a sudden, you lost 3 bags.
Now all of a sudden you lost
We
3
need to
bags.
make money, you know. These times, you're saying, hey, bro, they're coming. Earlier, like, he's off.
Coming.
They're coming.
I think that's the best bit. You know, the initial link up. Oh, they're coming. How many? Okay,
How many what?
who's gonna talk to who?
We're all the same, bro. I am
Wallah,
socks.
every guy's the same, bro. Wallah, every guy's the same.
Part of being a teenager.
Nah.
What guy was you?
The Joker. I
Yeah,
can't lie. I was
the
just
same.
on the.
I was
Hey, he's
just-
funny. He's just
Vibes.
funny, yeah. Vibes,
Oh,
energy.
like, you know me,
oh, that
man,
guy,
I
be
think
real.
My name, they should just like vibes. Wallahi, I've always been that. Even
Sharp vibes.
Sharp vibes. I'm gonna change my name legally as well.
Listen, I think we should wrap up. Leave it there.
Well,
Wrap it up, innit?
Yeah.
no, I like,
Over
man,
to
I
you.
started, man. Wallahi, you don't lie, man.
Over
Don't-
to you.
Don't make me
But
go
you've got
back
it-
shy now. Wallahi,
Okay,
like,
just
got
look
it
at the camera and wrap
I'm
up.
not
Yeah,
looking
make
at the
eye
camera.
contact.
Now, will I do it? Bro?
Bottled it.
Actually thought about it.
Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. If you agreed, disagreed with anything that we've said today, let us know in the comment section. And yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Come on, let him do it. You don't want to do it, and now you're telling him how to do it.
Sorry,
What's this?
sorry.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We out.
Peace.